All right, good morning and welcome to this active flow and breathwork class. My name is Brian and I am delighted to be here with you this morning for this exploration of, the title of our class says it all. We're going to do some active flow, we're going to do some breath work, but today's focus, I guess, beyond that, if you want to have a theme for things, we're looking for um, a space of stillness, what some people call the neutral mind, the non-activated mind. For many of us, we're very busy in our minds. Many of us find our minds are quite distractive. Our minds are constantly wandering away, constantly grasping at things, constantly pushing things away. So we're looking for a neutral mind where we can be in a space of acceptance and allowance without pushing away, without clinging, and without wandering. Sounds like an interesting challenge. Let's see if we can make that happen a little bit here. So as always, we will land, ground, raise gratitude, set intention. So I invite you to find a supported posture, whatever that looks like for you. Feel into whatever part of your body is in contact with something. Feel that physical sensation of connection at those parts of your body that are in contact with something. Notice that physical sensation of connection. Open your mind to that physical sensation of connection as support. What is it like to feel the feet on the ground, the legs supported, the seat supported? Maybe you're leaning against something, your back is supported. What is it like to feel that support? Feel into that support. And then from that place of support, imagine you could extend roots down or back through, holding you in place, steady, sure. And from that steady, sure posture, I invite you to lengthen your side body, lengthen your spine, lengthen your crown. Experiment with tucking the chin, lifting the head, turning the head from side to side. Feel the release at the back of the neck. Feel the full length of the spine from the base to the crown. Keeping the spine elongated and aligned, come into the present moment. And you say, how do I do that? Well, we come into our body, and the way we come into our body here is by coming into our breath. Turn your awareness to your breathing. Find your inhale as it appears underneath your nasal passages. Begin to breathe in and out through the nostrils, following your inhale in and your exhale out. Holding your awareness right there. Be right there with the next inhale. Follow that inhale in. And that exhale out. And as you begin to bring your awareness fully onto your breath, notice where the breath goes. Without stress, strain, or exertion on the inhale, where does the breath go into your body? Maybe into the upper chest, maybe into the ribs and lower lungs, maybe into the abdomen, maybe down into the sacral area. Maybe you can feel it at the base of your pelvic bowl, maybe not. No stress, no strain, no exertion. And then follow that exhale all the way out. Notice where it goes on the exhale. Can you let go completely? Do you empty fully? Do you release all that is no longer needed? Again, without stress, strain, or exertion. Just allowing the breath to come and go. Now, we could do this for the next 55 minutes and have a practice. Breath awareness. Breath is the number one and primary need, the most powerful of our tools. However, it says active flow, says breath work. We're going to put them all together. So on your next inhale, I invite you to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space, and to allow to arise in your heart space gratitude, a sense of gratitude, anything that looks or feels like gratitude to you, maybe one thing for which you are grateful here. I'm grateful for all of you, each and every one. Maybe today for you, just the possibility of gratitude. And whatever it is that arises for you when gratitude is called forth, I invite you to see that clearly in your mind's eye. And I encourage and invite you to anchor your gratitude in your heart space and to hold it there for the duration of our time together at minimum. And then if you'd like to set an intention for your practice today, perhaps a simple intention to just keep that gratitude anchored in your heart space or to just be right there with each inhale. I invite you now to do that, to state your intention to yourself. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice as if it is already done. And listening for the echoes of your intention in your being, I invite you to take a full inhale. And as you exhale, if you choose to allow your chin to drop toward your grateful, intentional heart, and if you would like to offer a benediction to seal your intention, I invite you to do that now as I say, Namo, Namaste. And release your hands, lift your chin, take a full inhale. A complete exhale. And then come around to your mat in child's pose. We're going to begin in wisdom pose today, child's pose. So, knees could be wide so the torso can drop between the thighs. Maybe your knees are together, the torso rests atop the thighs, the hips push back toward the heels, the forehead folds toward the mat. If your forehead does not reach your mat, you take your block, your gear, and you place your gear there to support you at whatever height is appropriate for you. Reach your arms long, press your fingertips down, press your hips back, feel the length under the arms. Let that forehead rest. Begin to breathe here. Breathe in through the nostrils. And breathe out. Tighten the back of the throat. Begin to do the little bit of ujjayi or ocean breath. As you tighten the back of the throat, as you breathe in through the nostrils, you may hear the breath in the nostrils. Sounding like the surf coming in. We call this ocean breath or victorious breath. On the exhale, you may hear the sound of the ocean going out. Maybe not. Maybe you just hear whatever you hear. Maybe you don't hear anything at all. Maybe nasal passages are really clear, and that's wonderful. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you inhale, bring your torso out over the body so that the shoulders come out over the wrists or maybe even in front of the wrist. The crown is long. Knees are still down. Tops of the feet are relaxed. We're just moving here, a little bit of movement. Inhale, lengthen, lift through the crown. Bring the heart forward. Exhale, press the hips back toward the heels. Let the forehead drop to the mat. This is our movement. Continue at your rhythm with your breath. Inhaling out and up. Exhaling back and down. Moving with your breath. Aligning breath with movement. So your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. On your next inhale, curl the toes of the feet, press into the balls of the feet, lift the knees. So modified plank or up dog, depending on where your hips are. On your exhale, press your hips back and up. Coming into a downward facing dog. Heels are dropping, chest pressed back toward the thighs, crown falls to the mat. Take a breath here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Now the movement is from here. Now, if this is not appropriate for you, remember to support yourself. Modify as you need to. Take any alternate. Drop back to where we were doing. Inhale forward. Let the crown lift. The heart come forward. So we're in a modified up dog. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. This is your movement, your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Next, go on your next one. Sorry. Press back into downward dog. Take a breath. Drop the knees, release the tops of the feet, press the hips back toward the heels, and then bring your hands back by your feet, palms up. Full expression of wisdom pose, child's pose. Take a breath here. Relax the shoulders, relax the lower back. Maybe rock your head, temple to temple, massaging the forehead. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale here, take the arms out. Exhale, bring yourself to tabletop. Inhale here, curl the toes. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Check your dog by inhaling to a plank. If you needed to make some adjustments to your hands and feet position, now you're stable and steady and sure. Press back, downward facing dog. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, bring the left foot forward between the hands. Help it if you need to. Make sure the ankle is underneath or in front of the knee. Protect the knee. Drop the right knee in the top of the right foot. Bring your left hand inside your left foot and walk your left foot out to the wide edge of your mat. Roll to the edge of your left foot if you like, exposing the sole of the foot. Maybe that's too much. Maybe just keep the foot flat. Maybe just turn your toes slightly outward. Create a little relief for that hip joint. You're opening through that left hip joint. Inhale, get long through the crown. Exhale, maybe walk your hands out a little bit. Breathe here, inhale. Exhale, maybe walk your hands a little further. Maybe not. Maybe you are where you are and you're good where you are. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe come down onto your forearms. Maybe use your block here to support yourself. Maybe not. Maybe you're good where you are. Lizard pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. On your inhale, if your forearms are down, lift them. If your hands are out in front, walk them back underneath the shoulders. Press back in that right hip. Feel that relief. And then inhale here. As you exhale, bring that left foot back to meet the right. Press back into an extended child's pose. Bring your hands back by your heels, palms up. Take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. On the inhale, the hands come long. On the exhale, you come into table. Inhale here, curl the toes. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. On the inhale, look up between the hands. On the exhale, the right foot comes forward. Help it if you need to. Check your alignment of ankle to knee. Drop the left knee in the top of the left foot. Bring your right hand inside your right foot. Walk your right foot out to the wide edge of your mat. Maybe roll to the outside edge of your right foot. Maybe not. Work with yourself, right? At all points, our goal is to be calm and steady and focused on the breath and moving within our own body in this lizard pose. Inhale here, get long. Exhale, maybe walk your hands out a little bit. Inhale, get long. Exhale, maybe walk your hands out a little bit more. Maybe not. Inhale. Exhale, maybe come down to your forearms, wherever you are in your lizard pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. On your inhale, if you're on your forearms, lift them, walk your hands back underneath the shoulders. Roll to the ball of the right foot. Press the left hip back a little bit. Bring your right hand outside your right foot as you bring your right foot back in line with the hip. Curl the toes, lift the knee, step back, press back, downward facing dog. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale. Bring the left foot forward between the hands. Bring the right foot forward to join it. Come into forward fold. Release the head. Release the hands. Maybe grab your opposite elbows for bracing. Support yourself in front of or maybe even behind the legs. Releasing the crown, bringing the forehead toward the knees, straightening-ish the legs, lifting the hips up and back. Breathe in. Forward fold. Breathe out. Inhale here. As you exhale, release your hands, bring your palms to your shins. Support yourself with bracing as you inhale. Straighten the arms, lift the torso flat, parallel to the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release the head, release the hands. Bend the knees. Sink the hips. As if you're sitting down into a little chair. Your hands might be supporting you here. Maybe your hands to your knees or thighs. Just feel into like this modified chair. We're still, torso still bent over the knees. We're just feeling the weight sink into the feet. And then slowly straighten the head and release the head and the forehead toward the shins. Now, hands to the hips. As you inhale, come to a flat back. As you exhale, bring the torso upright. Roll the shoulders, release the hands, lift the crown, tuck the chin. Mountain posture, standing on your own 2 feet on your mat. Feel into that blood flow back to the heart. Feel into your feet, rooted in to support you on your mat. Feel what it's like to be upright. Steady, sure. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, release the hands to prayer. Take the hands to the hips. Pick up the left heel. Maybe pick up the left foot. Maybe not. Step the left foot back on the mat. Drop the heel down and in. Let us begin first by actually stepping that left foot in a little bit tighter than you would normally so that you're preparing for your pyramid posture here. So we're going to start here. So a little narrower stance than normal. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, hinge forward, flat back. Release your hands. Maybe support yourself on the thigh of the right leg, on the shin, on the ankle. Maybe a block. Hint, hint. Just feel the legs supported. Remember, the base of your support here is your feet. So feel your feet balanced and engaged here. Tendency here to lean forward and get that left heel to rise. Press back through that left heel. Press the hips back toward the wall behind you. Release your head. Release your hands. Bring your forehead toward your right knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale, rise up. Strong core. Take the arms up. Find your length. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer. And then to the waist. Rotate your toes off the wide side of your mat. Rotate your toes toward the other end of your mat. So you've turned 180 degrees facing in the other direction. Now your right foot's back, your left foot's forward. Again, establish your balance here. Torso facing off now what's the new top of your mat, used to be the bottom. Hands to the hips, hinge forward on the inhale. Long torso. Find your balance in your feet. As you exhale, release your hands to whatever support you want. Again, wonderful place for your block to hold your established posture. When you've established your posture, your feet are steady and sure. Release your forehead toward your shin. Release your hands. Bring your forehead toward your left knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale, strong core. Slowly come up, slowly come up, slowly come up. Take the arms up, get long. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer. And then to the waist. Roll to the ball of the right foot. Step the right foot forward and join the left. Release the hands. Come back into your mountain posture. Tuck the chin, lengthen the crown. Breathe in, take the arms high. As you exhale, hinge at the hips. Fold forward, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet. Step the right foot back to a lunge. Step the left foot back to join it. Inhale to your plank. Exhale, lower to the mat, knees, chest, chin, or reverse push-up. Release the tops of the feet. Inhale, take your hands out in front of your head. Roll your elbows underneath the shoulders. And then walk your elbows back so that they're actually under the shoulders. So the support is in the elbows and the forearms. The waist and pelvic ball are relaxed. So everything from the waist down is relaxed. Toes are relaxed, knees are relaxed, thighs are relaxed, buttocks are relaxed, pelvis is relaxed. The elbows are engaged. So you're feeling that engagement and support from the elbows up through the upper arms into the shoulders. Chest is lifted, heart comes forward, crown rises, lift the chin, expose the throat, expose the heart. This is your Sphinx pose. Maybe bring your hands to prayer. Maybe bring your prayer hands underneath your chin. Maybe not. Breathe here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Release your hands if they were in prayer. Bring the palms back to the mat. Rotate the elbows out. Stack the palms. Bring the forehead to the palms. Turn your toes out and your heels in. Crocodile pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. As you inhale here, bring your toes and heels back together. Then pick up your head, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Curl the toes, press back through the heels, press into the palms and fingertips. Lift the body into plank. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Full inhale. Complete exhale. As you inhale, look up between the hands. Bring the left foot forward between the hands. Now, drop the right heel down and in. So now you're in this lunge pose, preparing for a side angle. So let's do this with mindfulness. Bring your left hand inside your left foot. Press the palm. Bring your right hand to your chest as you open your chest and stack your shoulders. Press back to the outside part of that right foot. Lengthen through the crown. Drop the hips. Stay here or maybe take that right arm high toward the ceiling. Breathe in. As you breathe out, maybe take the right arm over the head bicep, framing the ear. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Maybe bring your left hand and join your right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Strong core. Straighten the left leg. Turn the toes off the long side of your mat. Turn your toes so that you're now facing back in the opposite direction. Release your bend into your right knee. Release your right hand down inside your right foot. Lengthen your crown. Press back through that outside part of that left foot. Stack the shoulders. Bring the left hand to the chest. Maybe take the left arm high. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe bring the hand over the head bicep, framing the ear. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe bring the right hand to join the left. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release the right hand down outside the right foot. Bring the left hand down out. Frame that right foot. Roll to the ball of the left foot. Step the left foot forward to join the right. Come into forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands to prayer at the chest. Take a breath. Full inhale. Check in with your gratitude. Complete exhale. Check in with your intention. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold hands beside the feet. Right foot back, right heel down. Bend the left knee. Strong core. Inhale. Come up. Bring the arms up. Find your warrior. Stabilize in your feet. Make your micro adjustments. Check your hips and your chest in alignment with the top of your mat. Feel into the length through your fingertips. Maybe roll your eyes up. Look at what's called you forth today. Warrior one, breathe in. As you breathe out, drop your arms to shoulder height. Warrior two, looking down over that left middle finger, right middle finger extending behind you, holding you anchored. Core is engaged, protecting the lower back. Fully present, fully aware of everything in front, behind, and around. The warrior at readiness. On the inhale, flip the palm, revolve the torso, take the left arm high, look up into that left palm. See what you're offering. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, back to warrior one. Exhale. Bring your hands down, frame the foot, curl the toes, step back, press back, downward facing dog. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between your hands. Exhale, right foot forward between your hands. Help it if you need to. Check your alignment. Drop the left heel down and in. Engage and balance in your feet. And then pick up your hands, rise up. Warrior one. Take a moment to make your micro adjustments. Support is in the feet, so establish those supports. Align the hips, ribs, chest, and head with the top of the mat. Maybe look down, see your right big toe inside your right knee. Maybe look up, see what's called you forth. Breathe in, warrior. Exhale, open, warrior two. Establish your warrior two. Maybe you find a little room to steady in. Calm and steady here. On your inhale, flip the palm, rotate the torso. Breathe in, make your offering. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, rotate the arm, come back into warrior one. Exhale, bring the hands down, frame the foot. Curl the toes, step back, press back, downward facing dog. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, left foot forward, right foot joins it, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise. Gathering as you go. Exhale, hands to prayer. At the chest, take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. All right. Release the hands. Just take a moment here. Fingers extend toward the mat, palms turn forward. Crown lifts long. Feel the supports in the feet. Feel the length out of the inside and the outside of the legs. Lift out of the waist. Lift out of the chest. Tuck the chin. Relax the shoulders. Lift the crown. Mountain posture. Maybe you notice you're in a little different space than the first time you landed here. Maybe not. Just notice what you notice. Steady. Calm. Focused on the breath. Moving within your own body. Turn your awareness inward. Check your mind state. Remember, our idea here, the neutral mind. Maybe you notice the tendency of your mind to go in certain places. Maybe you've found you've been able to stay with your breath. You've been able to stay present. Maybe you just breathing and knowing that you're breathing. Fully supported, having your own back on your own 2 feet, aware and present. Maybe the breath is settled a little bit, stabilized a little bit. Gently, with compassion and patience and kindness, bring yourself to your seat. Begin to do a little bit of breath work. All right. Okay. Establishing ourselves in our seat. Combine a couple of different breaths here. Okay. All right. Okay. Bring your awareness to your left nostril. If you'd like to physically block your right nostril with your right thumb, you can do that. If not, just use mental awareness. Bring your awareness to your left nostril. We're going to breathe in through the left. And out both nostrils. Inhaling left. Long, deep inhale. Yogic breath. Full, complete exhale. Find your breath rhythm. And your pace. Be in your breath. In your practice. Body is very still. Awareness is on the breath in the nostril or nostrils. And your focus is at your brow point if your eyes are closed, or if you're one of those people like many of us who are challenged by closing our eyes completely, just narrow your gaze and find something not moving beyond the tip of your nose. But your focus is internal. Following the breath into your body. Where does it go without stress, strain, or exertion? You're following your breath out of your body, letting it go completely, allowing the release that comes with the exhale, allowing the presence that comes with the inhale. That immanence, that life force that arrives on the breath, the prana. As we settle in with our breath awareness, we're focused on the breath. And our body becomes still, perhaps we notice calming of the mind. Just notice what you notice for you. There's no right or wrong. There's only what's happening. And your allowance and acceptance of it. The truth of what's happening for you in your space, in your moment. Inhaling left, exhaling both. Our left channel, our moon or lunar channel, calming and balancing channel. Which is not to say that if you're not feeling a whole deal of balancing and calming, that's okay. You're just noticing what you are noticing, what you are feeling. One more inhale here. Exhale, hands to knees, thumb and forefinger lightly touching. Be very still. Let everything settle. One of my teachers says, be like a glass of water with sand stirred up in it. Allow the sand to settle. Calm, steady, focused on the breath, moving within our own body. Okay. Next one, very simple. The arms will extend. The palms are up and the thumb and forefinger lightly touching. As we inhale, we look to the left through the nostrils. As we exhale through the nostrils, the elbows will fold, the palms will face forward, the head will turn to the right. Now, if you find that your shoulders and arms become an issue for your breath, then release your shoulders and arms and just be in the breath. It's about the breath. So this is our movement here. We inhale, looking to the left with the arms extended. We exhale, looking to the right with the elbows folded, palms come forward. And we find, again, our own rhythm, our own pace, with our own breath in our own practice. And don't focus on the complex or these little movements with precision, allowing ourselves to be moving energy. The body's very still, even though the arms are moving, the head is moving. The awareness is on the breath and the nostrils. And the focus is at the brow point or just beyond the tip of the nose. And we're just being in our own experience here. And maybe you notice little patterns. What comes up for you when you're doing something unfamiliar? Maybe you've never done something like this. First time I did this particular practice, I'd never done this before. My mind was wandering around. What are we doing? Why are we doing this? What are we supposed to be getting? Where's it? Finally, I had to let all that go. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Keep it simple. Just be present. Can I be calm, steady, focused on my breath, and moving within my own body? Just a couple more here. Inhale your arms out. Now the arms are up, but the shoulders are relaxed. Lift gently at the base of the pelvic bowl, at the base of the spine. Tuck the chin slightly, be very still. As you are ready, release your locks, release your breath, release your hands to your knees, thumb and forefinger lightly touching. Allow everything to stabilize. Be still. Notice your experience. Notice what you feel and where you feel it with a gentle curiosity. No need to do anything about it. No need to go anywhere. You're already here. Just notice. Hmm. Maybe you feel a little input from your shoulders and upper arms. Maybe you feel a little something at the heart. Maybe you feel a general sense of steadiness in the torso. Maybe not. Just notice what you feel. Maybe your hips are talking to you a little bit. Just notice. Notice. Okay. We got one more here. This is a cooling breath. So the inhale is through the mouth. So we extend the tongue, and if you can curl your tongue, you have that capability, then you're curling your tongue. If you're like me and you have a limited ability to curl your tongue, you're just doing your best. Breathe in through the curl of the tongue or over the tongue. And then the exhale is out the nostrils down the front of the body. Inhale through the curled tongue. Exhale out the nostrils. Your rhythm, your breath, your pace, your practice. No stress, no strain, no exertion, just breathing in and breathing out. In through the mouth, out through the nostrils. Body is relaxed and still. Breath is even and equal. Focus is internal. You may actually notice your body cooling down. You may actually feel noticeable cooling in your body. You may not. Just notice what you notice. Be in your own practice, in your own experience. Just allow the practice to be. Allow yourself to be in practice. And if you're one of those folks like me who's all about performance, then remind yourself it's practice, just practice. Nobody's grading, nobody's watching, nobody's paying attention. Allow the critic, the coach, the teacher to go away. Allow yourself to just be present with yourself, just practicing. Notice what happens for you as you do this breath. What tastes, sensations arise. No stress, no strain, no exertion, just breathing in and breathing out. Calm, steady, focused on the breath. Moving within our own body. Let your next iteration be your final iteration of this particular practice so that as you exhale, you release the practice. Hands, thumb and forefinger lightly touching very still in your seat, noticing your experience. Settle in. Now, if you are like me and you notice the cooling effect of that practice, and you wish to provide yourself with a little additional support in this guided rest portion of the practice, feel free to take a moment to provide yourself with that support. So maybe you have a shawl or a blanket or a sweatshirt or something, and maybe you have something that'll provide you perhaps 1% more support here as we settle into our meditative rest. You're going to bring your hands into your lap, your left hand underneath the right palm up, back of the right palm in the left palm. Your thumbs may touch, your fingertips may cross at an angle. Your hands rest gently in your lap. Crown is long, heart is forward, chin is slightly tucked, shoulders are relaxed. Find that little space where your spine elongates in a line and you can feel the stacking of your spine. Maybe feels like a slight arch at the mid-lower portion of the back as if you're stacked on top of your hips. Settle in here, release any shaping of the body, any shaping of the mind, any shaping of the breath. Release any analysis of the practice and your performance of it. Release any conversation with yourself. Especially release any criticism or condemnation. Just allow yourself to be just as you are here now. Feel into the support of your seat and your spine. Feel into what it is like to release and let go of any shaping of the body, of the mind, or of the breath. Feel into a sense perhaps of gratitude for yourself, for offering and allowing yourself this moment of rest. What a gift to give yourself a moment away from the busyness of your life, away from the constant doing, needing, wanting, having. This chance to just sit. Notice perhaps a stilling of the fluctuations of the mind. The neutral mind perhaps becomes present and available. Body is still. Awareness is internal at the brow point, resting lightly on the third eye. That space of intuition and knowledge behind the brows, between the ears, center of the skull, steady, calm, focused on the breath, allowing the breath to come and go without shaping, allowing the mind may wander, which is what the mind does. When we notice the mind has wandered, we just get grateful. Look at me, noticing my mind wandering away. And we gently and compassionately return the breath, return the mind to focus on the breath, letting the breath come and go, being right there with the inhale and exhale, exploring the possibility of stillness and silence. If perchance you notice that your attention has wandered away, I invite you to bring gratitude to that noticing, and then gently and compassionately return your focus to your breathing. On your next inhale, begin to reacclimate with your body, maybe wiggling your fingers, maybe wiggling your toes. Releasing your hands from your lap, maybe rubbing your palms together lightly, just reconnecting, regenerating. Maybe switching your cross or adjusting your posture as you need to be supported. And on your next inhale, I invite you once again to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. And I invite you to allow to arise in your heart space perhaps one more thing for which you are grateful here this morning. And as you witness yourself in gratitude in your space, I will take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you from this space. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And as always, in closing, I invite you to stay here in grateful witness. Maybe lie down, take a little rest in your fully supported posture, but stay here in grateful witness for as long as you can, for as long as you like. And when you do rise, please take your gratitude and the echoes of your practice with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.